Simon Cole, hello, you are in Paul Ricard.
I am indeed, yes, came straight here from Monza on Sunday night.
Now talk us through it, because you got to go up on the podium at the Italian Grand Prix, possibly the best podium on the F1 calendar.
One of the top three, I should imagine. I'm just not allowed to name names to the risk of offending countries involved, but among the top three most passionate crowds and the fan base and stuff.
Have you been on the podium before?
I have at Hockenheim a couple of years ago, which was great. It was a bit more of a slightly more difficult race for us even than Monza. So that was a different experience slightly, but Monza is special. That's once in a lifetime.
You say it's special. It is amazing because it juts out over that start-finish straight. Just explain and describe what it was like looking down and seeing, unfortunately for you guys, the tifosi, but still a lot of Mercedes fans turning out too. There is a bit of an atmosphere, but it's fantastic the way they designed the podium. So as you say, it sits out over the pit straight, and then they let it think, or they allow the thousands of Italian fans flooding onto the track. It is a fantastic experience, and they are at a safe distance, but you do feel the presence of tifosi. Luckily we had Seb Vettel obviously on the podium as well, so you get them happy, but I think otherwise there was a slightly threatening atmosphere. I think if you're not a Ferrari on the front. Absolutely, and there were sort of red flares, there were flags flying, people with flags that reached all the way up to the podium. Did you get a chance to look at those up close?
Yeah, there was all sorts of strange things going on. There were people with GoPros on sticks that they sort of poked up to try and get some footage over the top of it, and Seb managed to sneak a pair of gloves on there, he was chucked in the crowd and so on. What you're supposed to do, I'm sure, but it was great. It
was an awesome atmosphere, and you, in particular, had someone very special out in Monza with you, your mum.
I know, amazing, isn't it? I thought after 20-something years in this industry, it would be good if she could see something of the work, and see if she could understand what it is I'm doing. I'm not sure she's any the wiser, but she was there, and I think that she was there. Everybody thought, well, wouldn't it be nice if someone was on the podium? So yes, it was.
What an amazing experience. And that trophy, I've actually got your trophy right here with me in the factory at Brackley. I stole it.
I recognise it. Yeah, fantastic. It's a good one.
Quite heavy.
Yeah, very pleased. Yeah, quite a substantial thing. It's quite obviously a great privilege to be given that on behalf of the team, because we are always, contrary to what you might think, it's not a personal experience to be up on the podium there. You are representing the 90% or 99% of the organisation that never make races. Those are the people that make the Sunday result possible. It's not what we do at the track that cements it once in. It's the thousands of man hours. You're trying to represent them. It's a great privilege to sit there and hold them.
Absolutely, and quite a lot of champagne, no doubt. I'm sure you've all been enjoying it as you've gone off to testing.
Yes, exactly. The only slight drawback of that was it was about 4 hours before I managed to get under a shower in San Remo, so it was a bit smelly in the hire car on the way here. But
you're just like Evan Short, don't worry, you're in good company. I know he didn't wash for days after his time out in the podium in Canada. So I hope testing goes well. Thanks for catching up with us, and we will see you soon.
Thank you very much. See you soon.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.